Yo, Mace Loke in the building. Hey,
Niggas off the east, west coast.
yes, sir. Hey, I ain't heard from you in a minute. What's been going on, homie? What happened?
Man, shit. It was chaotic about like 2 days ago. You feel me? Like a motherfucking Mexican thought he could yell out over the tier, fuck all you niggas, right? Because the motherfucker was crying about his meds. He went to go out to sell. So a motherfucker was crying about his meds. So the police was like, man, shut up, stay in the cell. And all the niggas was like, man, shut your ass up, woo-de-woo. They was clowning, you feel me, playing with him and shit. This motherfucker, he gonna scream over the tier, fuck all you niggers. And motherfuckers is like, what? And the old nigga came out the cell with his cane and smacked him in the face. Like, we got trace slots and shit, feel me, where they slide the food through. But he had his face right there, and the OG nigga smacked him in the face with his cane. Bam, police stopped it, broke it up, whoop-de-whoop, told him go lock it up, whatnot. And then the next day, I guess they had a gang of black people out here waiting to go out. And then they popped to that door. You feel me? He's in 129. They popped his door. Man, as soon as they popped it, a nigga threw a crate right in his doorway. The crate, it stops the door from closing. You feel me? You can't close it once the crate is right there. It's like a blocker. So once they did that, like 30 niggas rushed that nigga. They beat the brakes off that boy. They beat him so bad on the set. They whooped his ass so bad. Like 30 police came up in there with block guns, big ass pepper sprays and everything. They was whipping on niggas and shit, but they beat the brakes off that nigga. When they got done with him, he was running out the building like a little bitch. You feel me? Niggas was like, yeah, fuck that. Like, yeah, say fuck you niggas now. Nigga, we beat your ass. Because the Mexican, he had HIV.
Oh, shit.
So this nigga had a hypodermic needle, like a shooting up needle. And this nigga was trying to stab niggas with that shit, like to give motherfuckers HIV and shit with that motherfucker on the set. He didn't hit nobody, but shit, motherfuckers was careful about that shit. They beat the brakes off that motherfucking bean choker. You feel me? On the set.
Hopefully nobody got nothing, cause you know, I know somebody that fought somebody with AIDS and they caught some shit.
Oh yeah, nah.
So who set it off on this motherfucker? Who set it off on him? The Damus? Who?
OG Crip nigga. OG Crip nigga. Old nigga with a cane. Feel me? He the one that cracked it off. Feel me? Shit. Homeboy, he was with the business. Nigga say, yeah, fuck all that. Niggas ain't allowed to be saying that if you ain't black. You ain't supposed to be saying that. Mexicans or crackers. You feel me? Shit.
So they locked y'all down.
For real. Yeah, they locked us down for 2 days. So a nigga been offline for 2 days. Nigga, I said I got 2 calls, nigga.
That's crazy. Hey, it's a nigga I be covering on this channel. His name Wack 100. He a Pyru out of Pacoima. It's a valley in LA County or whatever. But he got a thing right now because he used to be on death row, so he worked with Suge. But he's saying that Suge, as soon as Suge hit the yard in Donavan, he was in PC. Is that true or not?
Shit. Yeah. Well, not as soon, but yeah, he did. Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Nah, but he was on the main line for a minute, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. But not all the way, you feel me? Like, he hit the main line first and then went PC.
How long was he on the main line?
Shit. How long was it? A couple of months, I guess. Couple of months. About a year, almost. Because I was on the A-Yard for like a year. The A-Yard is main line.
So why you think he went PC? Was he pressured or something?
Because probably was. I heard he had something on his head for killing old.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Old boy that got knocked down. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's somebody in where he's from. So shit, hell yeah, he had bounty on his head. You feel me? Sad. That's why he went. He should have already been PT anyway, because he's a celebrity. You feel me? Like celebrities, they automatically put you in SY. You feel me? So yeah, he should have already been anyway.
But he was on the main line for a minute.
Yeah, he was on the main line. I'm main line.
But wait.
Official.
Was he causing commotion on the main line? That's why they sent him, or was it?
Nah. I had left. You feel me? So I don't know what happened between when I left and when I came over here. I don't know what happened. Because I told you, when I was over there with him, he had an entourage. You feel me? Like, niggas was fucking with us. He had little hitters and all that. You feel me? Like, I don't know what happened from then and there. You feel me? Like,
well, you know, he lost a lot of money and word got out he broke. You think that got something to do with it?
Oh yeah. I mean, he lost a lot of money. He lost a lot of power. I think that bounty caught up to him. You feel me? Niggas was trying to get to him. You feel me? So, yeah. I know, damn, I forget what they said, where they said homeboy that he killed was from, but he was like a Pyru nigga. I guess. He was a Pyru nigga from his hood. And I guess he was somebody big or whatnot. And, Suge Knight ran him over. You feel me? So,
yeah.
Motherfucker, but they get back.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm Chris. So, yeah, I don't know.
But even if...
I just thought, what happened?
Is homie he killed from the same gang and then the gang still gonna retaliate like that? Ain't that some inner
Hell
shit?
Yeah. Hell yeah, I mean, shit. Should he's like famous and he's not really what they portray him to be. You feel me? Suge is somebody different. He's not really that no more. You feel me? He's really soft now. He ain't hard like he used to be. You feel me? That nigga's soft now. He's older.
Yeah.
You feel me? So nigga ain't trying to go to war with the whole yard. You feel me? That nigga, so he got the fuck on. Yeah? Cause sure, he lost a lot of weight and shit.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
He ain't as big as he used to be. So yeah, Cuz got on. But
he better watch.
To hit you back, right?
He better watch it on them PCRs too for them booty bandits.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of them. On the set. There's a lot of them on the set. Hey, I'm finna call you back right now.
Hit me back. All right. Yeah, so you think Suge still got his power? Because, them PC, it's some PC gangs too. I heard they vicious too. Hey, what's them?
Yeah, he ain't, like I said, that nigga, he got older, he got soft. That nigga gangster ain't really cracking like that no more, you feel me? So I don't believe he cracking like that on the PC yard, you feel me?
So say it's like a nigga that's running a PC yard, running one of them PC gangs. What, ain't it some PC gangs, right?
Yeah, there's a gang of them. They got deuce fights. You feel me? That's 25. I guess they have, that's half of the police. 50. They got deuce fights. They got green lighters. They got the GBG, gave Feel me? They got flight squad. They got Northern Riders. They got a gang of them niggas.
That's crazy. How they could still gangbang in PC.
Yeah, they gangbanging like a motherfucker. That's over with though. It's over.
So say it's somebody running the GBGs and he stepped to Suge and tell Suge, you know, he pushed the line on Suge. What you think?
You gonna have to get down or lay down. You feel me? Shit. Nigga, if any one of them niggas push up and they got their crew with them, you gonna have to get down or lay down. Nigga, you either get down, and when you get down, you get down. And if you gonna lay down, you gonna stay down. Nigga ain't playing. You feel me? Like, that shit, prison gang shit is serious, nigga.
And,
on the set.
And you get the same punishment in PC as on the main line, right?
On the set. Yes, sir. You violate, nigga, you get violated. You feel me? On the set.
That's crazy.
Shit, hell yeah. You know? It's all kind of crazy. But they did move A yard to B yard. So B yard is now main line. You feel me?
Okay.
A yard is PC now. Yeah.
What yard was that gym on?
The gym is on B yard.
Okay.
That was where you was, right?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Where you was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's B yard. That's 2 yard. That's B yard. They go by letters now. You feel me?
Okay.
But yeah, that was that's the B yard. You feel me? That's the mainline joint now. That's where the hole is. You feel me? And that's the mainline joint. A yard is a PC joint. Now they just switched it up. Now it is. You feel me? Because there's more buildings on A yard, and there's a gang of PC motherfuckers. On B yard, you feel me? There's like 3 buildings. There's 5 buildings really, but 2 of the buildings is the whole, and the rest is 8, 9, and 10 is GP. You feel me? 6, 7 is the whole. 8, 9, and 10 is GP, and I think they might be using the gym too.
Okay.
I think they might be. Yeah.
They coming at Suge right now. They taking all his credibility because he went to PC yard.
All that's over. You feel me? But see, with celebrities,
You said they posted. I get it.
They can't. It don't matter how hard they is. They have to protect them. They have to. So you're automatically going to PC because of your celebrity status. If you're somebody, you're going to SMY. You're going to PC just because of your status. You feel me? So
maybe they wanted him to go in the beginning, but he refused, and then they finally got him to go.
On the set. Yeah, they have to. For safety concerns, you feel me? They have to. On the set. Yeah, so he might not have wanted to, but he had to. You feel me? I don't know his situation and shit. I just know he got a bounty on his head. You feel me? That's all I know.
That's a fact.
Feel me?
Yeah, only with somebody. I don't think he from Mob Paru, but he from another. I gotta do the research.
He from Mob Paru. He from somewhere else.
Yeah, one of them parks. But
Ludus.
I think he from Ludus Park. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
He's somewhere. He's from one of them motherfuckers out there. You feel me? I ain't from LA. I'm from San Diego. So all I know is San Diego gang. Feel me?
You know, I be.
So,
you know.
Yeah, he might be. He might be from out there. Yeah.
Hey, ain't no besides was Bucci ever from the coast?
Nah, Bucci ain't never been from the coast.
Okay,
His pops, his uncles and his pops his uncles still are. His pops used to be. his pops, passed down the snitching gene to his son because his pops was a snitch.
That's the question I was gonna ask too. About famous, not famous, but niggas that's ratting, that's out there still running around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big Norman Eugene Clue is a snitch. Little Norman Eugene Clue is a snitch. So
it's in his blood.
Yeah, but pops like what they say, the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Mm-hmm.
That really means something. You feel me? Like,
I believe it.
The snitching got sent down to his son.
But what's his gang name? What's big homie gang?
Who? Bucci?
Nah, his dad.
His gang? Oh shit. I don't even know. They don't even acknowledge that.
Of course not.
On the set. That's over. Yeah. But I know his uncles is the Mad Cats. You feel me?
Okay.
Big Mad Cat in them. That's his uncles. They somebody from the hood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know his pops. His pops is a sucker. Him, sucker. Hopefully his sons, Bucci got kids. Hopefully they don't turn out like that sucker. You feel me?
He got kids? Damn.
Yeah, he got a couple of kids. By the homies Sneaks. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
The big homie Will Dog, his niece. And shit. He was trying to hook me up with his niece. It was like I should take his niece from Cub. But I was like, nah, I ain't tripping. Fuck you. But yeah, got 2 kids. Feel me?
Did you ever seen him?
Nah, I ain't never seen the little. I mean, no, I did actually. I seen them with Bucci's mom. They came out the apartments. They was still living in them apartments. You feel me? And I was up there serving at them apartments and shit. I was out there serving and shit. And I seen Bucci's mom and the 2 little kids run out and shit. And
I'm talking about you.
And I just looked.
I'm talking about you ever seen Bucci lately? No.
Did I see Bucci?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I seen Bucci. I seen Bucci 3 times. Beat the shit out of him twice. Out of the 3 times.
When the first time you beat him up? Where was this at?
Oh, the first time I beat him up was down there on 15th and what is that? J. 15th and J.
What happened?
I seen he walked up to me. He said, "Hey, man, you telling people out here I'm a snitch?" I said, "Hell yeah, I'm telling them you a snitch. You's a snitch." And it took off. Bam, sir. Bam. On the set. And I was like, at first I was like stunned. That shit kind of wobbled my knees a little bit. You feel me? I was like, damn, this nigga just took off. And then when I got my senses, he's stupid. He let me get my senses back. Once I got my senses, I dipped the nigga on his head and started pounding him out. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap. Like, I had no remorse pounding him out. The only thing that saved him was the security guard. The security guard came over from the bus station. I was beating his ass at. You feel me? I was beating his ass in front of his girl. And two of my supposed niggas I was out there with. I was pounding that nigga out. On the set. Shit. I beat the hell out of that boy. And then that was the first time. And then the next I came out and he had his cousin with him. He had Mad Cat, Big Mad Cat, no, his uncle, Big Mad Cat, and somebody else with him. And then I already knew what it was. I was walking down the street. And as soon as I put my money in I was wearing fatigue pants.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I was wearing army fatigue pants. So I already knew what it was. So I grabbed my money out my pocket that I had made serving, and I put it in the side pocket, the army fatigue pocket, to secure my shit. And I put my cell phone in my joint too, in my side pocket, nigga. And as soon as we met up, nigga, it was no talking, all knuckles and fists flying. I won that one too. I pounded him out in front of Will Dog and all them. Boochie can't fuck with me at all. You feel me? At all.
Was he laid out or?
Hell, the first time he was. The second time I dropped him, he was on his knees like he had his ass in the air, his head down. He was on his knees and shit. Cause I guess he had said I broke his ribs. Cause I had kicked him. I kicked him in his ribs too. You feel me? Like, once I dropped him and he fell to his knees, I tried to kick him in his face. And I missed and kicked him in his ribs. And then he dropped down to the floor. He was like on his hands, down on his elbows and knees on the floor. Talking about, oh, you broke my ribs. I was like, man, fuck this nigga. I got up and walked off. And shit. But, yeah.
Yeah, bitch ass.
That was on 14. That was on 13 in Island, 13th and Island, the second time, right by the Jasmine Hotel, right there. Right there, yeah. I beat that nigga ass right there. Shit. But after that, my homie, my homie Elliot, I forget his name. What the fuck is his good name? But my nigga Elliot, he broke his jaw, basically. You feel me? After I did all that, he was like, and my nigga Young Man Blue, Jason, that nigga Jason, he went to hurt that nigga. Rest in peace, Young Man Blue. And my nigga Elliot, they beat cuz ass for shit down there. I was trying to get cuz name. I forget cuz name, my nigga Elliot. But my nigga Jason is Young Man Blue, rest in peace. Feel me? Jason Coney. Feel me?
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Well, y'all did the right thing.
Yeah,
He lucky y'all ain't into killing Africans no more. His ass would have been gone, but he got beat down. That's good.
My nigga Elliot, that's Tiny Stone. My man, Tiny Stone.
Okay.
Yeah, my Elliot from the West. You feel me? The 30s.
Shout out.
West Coast 30s, Mexico.
Shout out to Tiny Stone.
My nigga on the track. West Coast, 3-0, that's VC. I'ma holla at you.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro. Peace out.
Peace.
Yes, sir. I'ma holla. West.